All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the Ezra Millstone, and Southeast Brothers doing this thing in sincerity, in truth, and with charity. And gonna hop right into it. This is not meant to be too long. But man, as watchmen, we watch as usual. So some interesting news here. Just more signs of the time. War is inevitable. All right, America being invaded is inevitable. So we're expecting it. So this is a very interesting article title, man. An article itself. Atmosphere of war. North Korea said 1.4 million people just enlisted to fight the U.S. Young North Koreans have turned up in droves to defend the country and annihilate the enemy, state media said. You can read through this yourself. North Korea been shooting missiles off lately because South Korea and America have been training, have been doing drills in South Korea. All right, because I guess North Korea is becoming more aggressive, I guess. They created the atmosphere of war. Hey, but that's prophecy, man. The Lord talked about when he comes, which he's going to come, that's World War III. He's going to come interrupt it. That these people is going to be fighting one another, man. There's going to be wars in these different lands. That they will be invading one another. So first, this is 2 13. And 33. And when all the people hear his, I'm starting at 32. And the time, oh, no. 2 13, 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. He shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. So there's going to be, various conflicts happening in the earth. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. So in the midst of this violence, Yahweh Shai is going to come visit this place. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. So these people are going to come to war in heaven, like it says in Revelation 12. To fight against the Lord, like it says in, I believe, Revelation 17. That's the war in heaven. Esau, being the ruler of this world currently, is going to come with his angels, his messengers, his armies. All right, and these heathens also will join in and try to fight the Lord. All right, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another. And a newer multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. So there's going to be various conflicts and wars in the land. All right, Yahweh Shai said, I might as well get it, Oh, man, come on, this app. I believe it was Luke 12. This is Luke 12. And 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, which we know, Isaiah 66:15. All right. I am come to send fire on earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So there's already going to be violence and chaos and fire happening on the earth. All right. These people are going to be at each other's heads, man. All right. Oh, yeah. Back in 2nd Esdras. This 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. And 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The Lord is pouring the spirit of violence out. For there should be sedition among men, so civilians not listening to their leaders anymore, and invading one another. This is the point, that invading one another. All right, which people houses getting invaded, but lands as well, man. All right, it's promised that America will be invaded. Hey, this is Jeremiah. Here is the promise. Now, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. That's huge news. It said they getting 1.2 1.4 million new. Basically, these are human soldiers. These are human soldiers. So they ain't talking about machinery, new missiles. This is men that's prepared to actually fight. All right, this land will be invaded. Come on. Old English. This is Jeremiah 51. And 12, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he has spoken against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. And that scripture is twofold. Because on one level, you have Revelation, a whore that sitteth upon many waters, which is talking about America having his military bases in all these different lands, or having this influence over all these different lands. But also, what has America done is, like in ancient world, you build the wall to protect your country. America feels safe and secure because you have water all around it. It's not that easy to invade this land because of the water, so they think. But this isn't the first time a country or a kingdom thought like that. And the Lord made these things clear. He spoke of these things. It's Nahum 3. Damn, I'm going to start at the top. Woe to the bloody city that is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, which is the Israelites not being let go. Which Micah 4:11 proves. Just talking about Babylon, New Babylon. This is Mystery Babylon, which is America, man. Ruled by the Edomites. Psalms 137. Edom rules the daughter of Babylon. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots are your war vehicles. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, your missiles, your bullets, etc. And there's a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, going right to Revelation, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families of witchcraft. So she got control of the world by deceit and trickery. All right, witchcraft, sleight of hand. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. You will be brought low. And verse 8 is the point, okay. And I will cast the bondable filth upon thee and make thee vow, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee? Art thou better than populous No, that was situate among the rivers, that had the waters round about it, whose rampart was the sea, their defense was the sea. And her wall was from the sea. The wall, their defense was the sea. Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite, and they had their allies. Put and Lubim were thy helpers. Yet was she carried away, she went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets, and they cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains. Thou also shalt be drunken, thou shalt be hid, and thou also shalt seek strength because of the enemy. So this shit is going to fail. Esau ain't going to be able to stop this. All thy strongholds shall be like fig trees with the first ripe figs. If they be shaken, they shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. So your defenses are weak. All right? Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thy enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars. And this place don't have actual gates. They trust in their rivers. That's their rampart. That's their wall. That's their gates. So back in Jeremiah 51, and what the heck just happened? "13. Oh, that thou the dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Yahweh of hosts have sworn by himself," so this is gonna surely happen, "saying, Surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee." So you're done. This place will be invaded. There will be war on this soil. You will no longer be a virgin. All right? That's a wrap. A foreign land will finally come and fight against you on your turf. So with that, hope it was edifying. All praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, and Kakorash. Double honors to the apostles, the Elder Great Millstone, and the South Asian brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom wa ba ba ba.